Welcome to another episode of Lifestyle After 5 Futurism. I'm your host, Ali Muhammad, along with Lord Shu. What's going on, Lord Shu?
What's happening, man? We back for another Futurism news this week. It's Monday. So already feels like a good Monday happening. So today rather, this afternoon, we're gonna dive into two forces reshaping our world: sovereignty and AI ethics, which we've touched on a few times already throughout any of our Futurism uh, episodes that we've done before. So if y'all want more, then this is going to be the episode that's packed with that information.
Yeah, we're talking about unpacking verified developments and sharing tools that you can use to try and reclaim your data. Now, data moves fast in this world, so things we talk about right now may be obsolete in the next year. Things are moving at such a fast pace.
Yeah, really. But this should be like a beginner's course kind of to get y'all started and going to see what the best things you could do at this very moment and to get your research muscle up. So if you're here for futurism, creator empowerment, or you staying ahead of the curve, this is the best place you're gonna be at.
Before we go any further, though, don't forget to like and subscribe. So that way we can ring
Yeah,
that bell. We can let you know when we're going live, or you know when we're gonna do when we dropping new information, new newsletters or stuff. To be in the
facts.
know with us. It's not
Yeah.
hard to do.
Right. Y'all know we always check in and looking for all the love we get on the channel. Also too, visit aliafter5.com, which I'm gonna put it up here on the screen. But all of our episodes and any of our quality premium content will be on our website, aliafter5.com. So y'all check that out.
So looking at sovereignty, digital culture, and self determination. So
Yes,
tell us a
sir.
little bit about that. Let's start with the sovereignty.
So what is the latest going on in the world of sovereignty? I mean, we just talking about sovereignty in general. Me and Ali was kind of talking behind the camera before we started, but my topics as of late have been sovereignty. I've been writing about it, but now it's just time for me to speak more about it and what it is. So first, let's just talk about it. What's happening in the real world? So we got several African governments working together. I mean, they're expanding the African data policy framework this year, pushing local protection and regional sharing, which basically means they're coming together and they're keeping their data in Africa. It's not all over the world. It's not like Pan African data commons where we working together across several different continents building infrastructure to keep our data in one place, but it's a good step forward for African nations that are coming together in the continent of Africa. So that already in itself is good. Then we got the EU AI Act, which is enforced in 2024, now demands companies to disclose how AI uses personal data. And many member states require local data storage. So even here in Germany, cities like Frankfurt and Berlin are funding digital infrastructure funds, supporting community run email and file sharing platforms. So there are small communities in each of these countries and different continents working together to keep the data in these countries and not going to the person who has the highest dollar. You know, for someone who is practicing sovereignties, is they're going to be focused on keeping their data either close to them or working with communities. And like I said on the last live stream, work with the people who, if you don't know how to build these infrastructures, you need to work with the people who are. So what does this mean for us as black creators, Ali?
Well, before we get to that point, you say if you don't know, work with people who do know. But I tell you, who does
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
AI. You can pretty much
Of
ask
course.
ChatGPT anything, and we need to really start leveraging ChatGPT and not just ChatGPT, some of the other AIs, Gemini's, Watson,
Facts.
leveraging that knowledge. I was telling somebody, it is almost like the God factor. Like I cannot know anything. It is almost like it's my best friend. You can tell it your deepest, darkest secrets, and it can help you out with it, and it can give you advice. Like granted, man, you want to remember that it's still an AI and not a human. But
Yeah.
getting back to the nations, something that I didn't think about, data is almost like having a nuclear weapon. If you don't own your data as a nation, you are just screwed. You
Yeah.
can't have it. I
Basically.
mean, data is everything right now. And we building we as black people understand that, because the platform, a lot of platforms are not built for us. The algorithm
Yeah.
is biased, the surveillance,
Yeah.
with culture theft. We talked about how you got the younger generation and some of the oldest doing like TikTok videos and YouTube videos, and it's getting ripped off. You're putting your ideas out there, and people taking it and making businesses out of it. And one of the things that I've noticed, how people mix sodas now. I think now they got just about every combination of soda
Yeah.
you can name.
Basically.
I went to the World of Coke last year, and there's an Oreo Coke. I mean, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
disgusting. Oreo cookies and Coke, that doesn't go together, but that comes from us sharing what we do, our dances, our
Yep.
creativity, and we're not getting paid for it, and we don't own our own tools. So I know Dr. Boyce Watkins complaining about this, and I know he tried to get his own platform.
Hmm. It makes a difference. I mean, real freedom can only come from either something that you create or something that you're a part of, like in the decision making process or in the financial process. Just get involved. I mean, it's that's no other way around it. Because telling our stories, as Ali said, them shits is gonna get stolen, and then gatekeepers, like I said, they don't give a fuck about it. So they're gonna monetize and they're gonna take what they do and they're gonna make a different culture version of it. So it just is what it
Look,
is.
I mean, but you can move to encrypted communication as a nation. That's
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta have that signal. You gotta have your signals encrypted, your chat, your calls, which is a good
Yep.
lesson for people that's graduating and thinking about what they're going to study here in the next 5 to 10 years.
That's man. If we had the bomb, boy, that'd be a bomb moment right there. This
I don't,
what
I
he's
don't have
talking
a
about.
bomb,
People should be studying.
but I give you an air
That's good
horn.
enough
Yeah,
though.
you need to be studying that. You need to be studying engineering. I don't know what else you should be studying signal engineering. Because there are
Hmm.
very few signal engineers in the world, and people that know
Yep.
how to deal with signals and frequencies
It's gonna make a
and
difference. I
energy
mean,
and energy.
yeah, and energy for sure. We was just talking about that yesterday. People got to get involved with energy and security. We've been saying through on the channel for like I don't even know how many damn months, but like cybersecurity is the number one because all of this data, information, signals, they all have to be protected. And if you want it to be private protection, you got to know what you protect. You got to know cybersecurity to do that. So dropping bars today, man.
Of course, quantum computing is going to even change the way we even do security.
Yeah, yeah, they already have quantum cybersecurity. So, for those getting into cybersecurity, y'all playing catch up now. If you just starting out, you got to get into quantum computing, and also too, blockchain. Blockchain is gonna be something that a lot of people are already now looking for people who know how to build blockchains and put tokens on them. So
So if you missed out earlier in the year when we did our Python course in Discord, we studied Python together. Pretty
yeah,
soon we're going to be joining up and we're going to be doing quantum computing,
yeah,
talking about that.
y'all ain't
And
gonna want to miss that. Facts. I'm actually looking forward to that. So,
yeah, so join
but
our
yeah,
Discord.
y'all see the QR code in the corner next to Ali head. You just scan it with your phone and boom, welcome to the family.
We'll have skills
So
and talk about a lot of it, a lot of things
yeah,
going on in the
facts.
quantum world.
Y'all already know. I got people who don't even really be checking for futurism like that. Now they're interested in it inside of Discord. So that's a good sign that people who normally stick to like spirituality and occultism getting involved with Futurism, which all
And they
people
all
should
run
shouldn't
together.
be.
But
Yeah,
futurism is
same.
everything, whether
Yep.
you spiritual,
Yeah.
economic,
Economic. Yeah.
economic.
All of it. It all goes hand in hand.
I mean,
Yeah, man. I
it
think
is. It's all part of the future. Health.
one yeah, I was just gonna say like one of the most important things with futurism is understanding like the land, understanding yourself, which is to me those are forms of spirituality. So to me it goes hand in hand for sure. I'm glad you said that.
It does.
So um as far as like things that you can do in sovereignty, we mentioned encrypted chats, encrypted calls. We talked about protecting your data, just keeping it either to yourself. The less places that you have your data, that's always going to be good. And then also too, hosting files locally or decentralized. We talk about decentralization very very much on here. I mean, I'll give you some platforms like nextcloud.com, NEXT cloud, CLOUD.com, and then P2P storage. We talk about peer to peer storage. Get with people who are building platforms like this. If you aren't building them yourself, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Peer to peer storage, self hosted clouds, always gonna be the best thing you can do if you're not building them yourself. But I'm gonna always give you like options that you could take that's already created. But always gonna say do your research, man. Straight up,
They definitely need
always
to
do your
support
research.
community infrastructure actions and find local
Hmm.
groups. People need to
Yeah,
start grouping together and talking about this
and
and putting
pulling
plans.
money.
Pooling money and resources and knowledge. You can't do anything alone but fail. And I
Yeah,
think as black people and not just black people, well, as black people, we don't really move as a group. We try to do everything individually, and you
yeah.
can't build a system by yourself. And that's the thing. We got to
Nah,
start building systems, not businesses.
yeah.
The future is all
Cause
about systems.
bruh, the future is about systems, community and systems. You put those two things together, they can't touch you, man. I mean, enough people doing this, you'll be in a different future from what we're in now. Because a lot of what our present is now is people who giving their power away. So yes, I'm glad he dropped the bomb on that one. And then, if you at work doing this, if your boss asks why you're messing with servers, just say you're beta testing post capitalist resilience, some digital cornbread. They're not gonna say shit. And we're like, are you joking?
But there are groups when you start to get into this that work on at least at the company even at work where when you're looking at data that they have groups where you can like use data to predict the crime in LA.
Yeah,
So this is real world stuff that you don't have to even be hired for to start getting involved in doing projects that make a difference. Take
yeah,
this data and look. If you don't like something in your neighborhood or the traffic is backed up, look at data and come up and start talking to your politician. Give them a plan and a layout. Take the action.
yeah.
Start building projects.
Thing is, it's always best to take the work off of the people who y'all. It seemed like a lot of people. I ain't gonna say specifically y'all, but a lot of people be letting stuff just slide because they think, oh, somebody in position. Like, nah, be sovereign. That's what this channel is about. Go be sovereign. Take these actions on your own. Present these plans to people in power. Who's to say they won't take your ideas serious if it's good? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So now that we done talked about sovereignty as far as data for sure, we definitely touched on data like crazy. But we could talk about moral code of AI ethics. I mean, moral code of machines in general. So um,
do they really have a moral
it's
code?
pretty much like, yeah, that's one of those things that's just kind of out there right now because it's so fresh. But to me, I think as long as AI exists, it's already conscious to a degree. Now, a lot of people, like I mentioned on the channel before, DAIR, is a group of all kinds of people, women, men, any type of person that you could think of. They are in there, but they are going behind the scenes. Alex Hannah actually wrote a book from Dare called The AI Con, which I think everyone should check it out. But it's about the con of what like OpenAI, DeepSeek, and these other companies are doing. They're trying to put AI and make it like this big thing, but um, Alex goes and just kind of brings it down to like human level to understand. But I mean, the UN has AI ethics. So they recommending that it's now policy of many nations. Transparency in AI training data is mandatory. So they're starting somewhere with the UN, but there's so many United Nation type of groups starting to pop up in the world now. So these rules could change with the very people who
But I wonder how many
come
of
up with
us
these
again
new.
is on that board that's coming up with
Well,
the
that's
government
that's why.
ethics.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned there, man. Because to me, from my research and just using AI, these are the only people that I've seen that are actively like. Well, okay, so one of the ladies who started there, there's two of them. One of them, the main lady who started there, I think her name is Timnit, but she used to work for Google, and she was raised into Google like, hey, there's this like bad stuff going on, and then she got fired. So she started there to do research and AI and build tools and stuff like that for other groups because it just seems like the obvious. You know, it's white males who are training these models and they don't care about nobody else. They just care about they lining their pockets with cash. So
Yeah, and it's
they, as far as the UN, there ain't very many people. I mean, I know some people on the UN who are they doing some things, but they still focus kind of on the money grab thing.
well, everybody can be bought, I think. But it's a shame
Yeah,
because
well, to some extent,
this
yeah,
AI really is harmful because, like I said, I was watching a deep fake yesterday of Michael Jordan talking about LeBron James. I mean, we knew it wasn't real. Scam,
at all, bro.
uh, bias, loan software, facial recognition fails. And, black
Yeah,
and marginalized people, we bear the brunt of these mistakes.
yeah. Well, I mean, it begs to wonder like why should we focus on these as black people in black futurists? I would call this black futurists, but why should we focus on this? Because bias is still oppression, as far as I'm concerned. We need AI to respect us. We need our language, our rhythm, and our rights involved in the training of artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
There's no other way around
We
it,
need
man.
our
I mean,
input into this, and that's the
yeah,
purpose of this channel to start helping black and marginalized people. Hey, get involved in the future. Let's create
yeah,
a better
it's
future
gonna make a
for ourselves.
difference.
You know, we talk about. I don't know why we're still talking past talk, especially in our community. We still talking about the civil rights movement. That's the past.
Yeah,
What is
that shit
our
is.
future movement? And
You
showing
feel me?
a better future and plan.
What y'all think about calling the future movement Lifestyle After 5? How y'all feel? Put that in the comments. Y'all think we should name the future movement
I
that?
like
I
it.
think we should. Yeah, sounds pretty fine to me.
I mean,
So, one thing that y'all could do in the process of these new AI tools coming out, y'all got to start auditing them, man. Because one thing is to use ChatGPT, but it's another thing to understand what is teaching ChatGPT,
yeah.
what it's learning. Because me and Ali talked about how Richard Bukowski was talking about, oh, the car. If a car had to choose who it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit the person with darker skin color than it's gonna hit somebody else, right?
Yep, you need to know them.
Things like that. The only way you can figure out this data is to really do your research, or you could do one better and just use a tool by somebody who's black. They out there, they exist.
And you want to try to use your community, whatever your community is, driven models. You know, transparent. You
Yeah,
want
I
transparency,
mean,
multilingual AI chats and stuff, and these different what's the word? The AI agents.
yeah, yeah. Agents, any large language model AI that's built by what I would do, to be honest with you, get started is everybody just check out Dare, DAIR, and watch their. They have a podcast that they go live. It's on Twitch, but I think you can watch it on their website. But they talk about the very uh, tools that you can use, and to me, it just seems like they're just more on the face of, hey, you should go just do research. Research is good, but there's one here. It's called Bloom by Big Science. Is a transparent multilingual LLM. HuggingFace.co/Big Science. Y'all can check that out, or Open Minded PySift, which is a privacy preserving machine learning. OpenMinded.org is the website. And you can swap big tech AI with Bloom. I mean, you can compare the output, notice the difference if you want to go that far. Now, the simplest thing you can do is look these communities up. They all have YouTubes, or they might have a white paper out. You can get on Google and just type in black owned large language models, or black owned artificial intelligence tools, and start there. You know, y'all got Google. If you want to keep it simple, just go to Google and type in black owned artificial intelligence
Also, you might want to check
or
out Black and AI.
marginalized community.
Yeah, you actually
Yeah.
might want to get in
Yes.
GitHub if you don't know. Which
Yep.
I gotta get on GitHub. I need some GitHub courses, some learning. But get on Black and AI GitHub.io and share some stories,
Yep.
AI bias stories. And they got Slack forums and everything to help you out. We
That's
can
fire.
discuss that. Uh, you know,
Yeah. If you want to make the easiest thing you could do is just, you see that little QR code next to Ali head, you can go scan that and you can jump right in the community full of black people
just thinking.
learning everything.
I mean, we're running low on time, but the thing you got to remember before we wrap up, just think if cat videos rewired your brain, waiting to deep fakes steal your soul. You got to stay vigilant.
Yeah. Facts. Ain't no other way around it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much gonna be it for today's episode. As far as our Futurism series that will keep coming out every Monday and Wednesday, y'all know to be looking for these steps. We just keep breaking down more information for you. Uh, all of this information is in our newsletter on Substack at Lifestyle After 5. So y'all check us out on Substack, and you can subscribe to our newsletter that comes twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, to get this very information. Any last words you guys say, Ali?
Y'all got to get in the know. You got to learn crypto. You got to learn AI. You got to learn chatbots. Just like you learn the
Yep.
internet. It's the early 90s all over again, where the internet came in and the World Wide Web came and brought the world closer and broke boundaries. This is the new shift, and you just got to get involved in it like we did back in the 90s. But, I
Yep.
want to say we are a privileged people right now because we've
Yeah.
seen two era shifts. We've seen the shift
Fire.
of the World Wide Web, the internet, and the things that you don't even pay attention how the whole dictionary changed and got added to. Have you ever never noticed that how certain things get retired because the dictionary never gets bigger per se,
Yeah.
but yet
No.
new words like .com and all that didn't exist prior to the 90s or 80s and
Just
stuff
lets
like
you
that.
know our world
People
is
didn't know
going.
what website stood for and definitions. Now we're coming in with terms like AI agents, chatbots, large large learn language, large learning modules. Uh, help me out there. What is it? LAMs.
Yeah, large language
Yeah, large
models,
language models.
uh, quantum
Quantum.
computing. I mean, we've had quantum physics, but quantum computing is relatively new. I would say that at least in the past 10 years, maybe.
Co-pilot. So,
Yeah, like
and who knows? And we still got
we
things,
have a lot of
and we
new,
still got stuff that's still being created tomorrow
like
that we don't
really
even know about.
tomorrow. Yo, this is no cap. Like literally, they're making stuff so fast now. I mean, new hardware, new software, firmware is coming out like pretty much updating by the day now. So it definitely. Ali makes a key point here for y'all to stay in the know and to stay researching.
Well, without that, don't forget to like and subscribe, check us out, and leave us some comments.
For sure. We appreciate all the love, y'all. Y'all check out our latest episodes on the channel. Till next time, everybody.